All right, we're gonna play a quick game here, Brandon. Word association. Just quick.
Wow, that's original.
Hey, I came up with it myself. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna say a name, word, whatever, and you're just gonna.
Can you rather play some dumb chim or something real quick?
Probably some
learn that in
tiles. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to know what you learned in Korea, man.
You don't.
No, I don't. All right, first, John Zorthos.
Oh, so I'm supposed to talk about John Zorthos. Okay.
Yeah.
John Zorthos is he's a good friend and a better enemy. He has been one of the biggest douchebags I've ever met and been one of the best friends I've ever had. So it's hard to really give a... it's yin and yang with John Zorthos. I've fired him twice. I've rehired him twice. He's one of the original people in ACW. He started in ACW as Dr. John Zorthos. He used to do the whole hypnotism trick and all that stuff. He's improved 10,000% in the ring. He started his own promotion called Impact Zone Wrestling. It's really, really hard to comment on John Zorthos because part of me, I'll just say, this half wants to just go off on a what do you call that when you can't stop swearing? Tourette's. Tourette style. Just a horrible tirade on John Zorthos. That's this side. This side here would like to just let everybody know he's a great guy. He's a good friend. He's done a lot for wrestling in Oklahoma. But this side sometimes overpowers this side, and
right. Yeah, I hear you.
It's really different. I mean, I'm usually not at a loss for words. People that know ACW know me know that I can usually for 4 hours straight on any given subject. John Zorthos is a tough one though because it's the yin and the yang and the hatred and the love and the hate and.
Well, since you mentioned Impact Zone Wrestling, it's my next one. It segues right in. Impact Zone Wrestling.
Wow, look at that! It's right in there.
I'm good.
Impact Zone Wrestling is the best wrestling organization in Oklahoma right now. I like to call it Diet ACW. And they hate it when I call them that. Because, like I said, John Zorthos started in ACW. After I fired him, he started IZW. For a while there, we competed. Then we teamed up. Then we competed. Then we teamed up. And at the moment right now, I don't think we're teamed up or competing because obviously I'm in Colorado, he's in Oklahoma, and due to personal conflicts I've had with John, I'm not going to wrestle there anymore. And don't want to pat myself on the back, but Brandon Bishop was one of the most over guys they've ever had in ICW. So that's their loss. Enjoy your business. Best of luck to you.
Right on.
But it's a good place to wrestle. It's better than the rest of the crap in Oklahoma. Oklahoma's really bad, man. It's
Icon/Asylum Pro Wrestling.
Well, it's doesn't exist. First of all, they've never ran a show. Icon Asylum Champ. I'll just call them Icon Championship Wrestling because this is how I heard about them. Okay, I got an email from some guy named Benji, not the dog, saying that little old Brandon, stole the name Asylum Championship Wrestling from him. Me, Brandon, who's been running for 5 years now, who's been a legitimate business this entire time, LLC, limited liability, something, blah, blah, blah. Trademarked, trade named, copywritten, slapped on the butt. But I stole his name, a guy who's never ran a show before. This guy is giving contracts to wrestlers who have never stepped foot in a ring or trained before. He's also contacting all the wrestlers on my roster, promising all this outlandish money, saying he's going to be running shows at the World Arena here in Colorado Springs, which means if I had a quarter, actually I won't even give it a quarter, if I had a nickel for every time some douchebag comes up and says, I'm going to be a wrestling promoter, we're going to put you guys out, we're going to be better than you, you're stealing from me. If I had a nickel for every time I've heard that in the last 5 years, I would have a lot of nickels. So, they don't exist yet, so that's all I'm going to waste my time on them.
Excellent. Saga Underground Wrestling.
I like Saga. Saga's up in Denver. I think they're actually based in Golden, Colorado. That's where they run, but they do other shows around Denver. I like those guys a lot. They are the complete opposite of ACW. We're out there entertaining, acting, putting on a good show. Not that they don't put on a good show. Sorry about that, but no, they're straightforward wrestling, man. They go out there and they there's not so much the stories going on, and there's not so much the the bullshit that we're known for.
Right.
They go out there and they put on a really good, straightforward wrestling product, and I'm proud to be a part of Saga Underground Wrestling, and guys like Lonnie Valdez, the Unreal Joshua Michael, Epic, Rob Risen, Joey Kincaid, the list goes on and on. Those guys are going to be the future of not only their product, but they're also going to be the future of ACW and Colorado wrestling. And if they want to get their shit together, they can be the future of wrestling, period. I like Saga a lot, and I hope to be a part of their promotion for a long time. And I don't kiss people's ass. That's just how I feel.
Yeah, he doesn't, believe me.
If I didn't like something about Saga, I would say I don't like something about Saga.
You mentioned a lot of names there, so I'm going to give you a few. Peyton Scott.
You're digging deep. You've done your homework. Peyton Scott was the former owner of ACW Wrestling. Stole it from me. I stole it back. We had about a 2.5-year feud, which was probably better than anything I've ever seen on the independent circuit. Maybe not as good as me and John Zorthos, because we were put on some goddamn good shows. But Peyton Scott, outside of the ring, hell of a guy. I missed the hell out of him. Inside the ring, I loved kicking his ass. I actually lived with the guy one time, and that was interesting. Had the most outdated wardrobe you could possibly imagine. He would wear like the pink gold muscle shirts and stuff.
Oh God.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Not to mention like purple suede and button-up collared turtlenecks and the pleather painted on pants and oh God, the guy was a mess. And he had like the pre-mullet thing going on and a mustache.
You ever raid his closet?
Yeah, I haven't rated it because there's nothing in there I wanted, but I looked in there and I'll never. Oh, dude. But yeah, Peyton Scott was a good wrestler, good guy, best heel ACW has ever had. He could get a crowd in his hand and squash them, and then the next minute make them love him, and he was awesome. He was perfect for what we do in ACW. He was the top heel for a long time, and I miss having him in ACW a lot.
7.
Question number 7 or
no? 7.
Oh, the wrestler 7. Oh, that filthy douchebag. 7 was the guy who I had my first match with back August 10th, 2000 something. It was outside at a Bad Company concert. My first wrestling match, he involved steel chairs, ladders, and a flaming tiki torch, which he wrapped over my head with a ball of flame and wood sticking out of my nose. And that was my first, my welcome to the world of professional wrestling. I remember staring at him and being all excited, and he just popped me right in the mouth once. I'm like, oh, damn it. I'm going, he ain't supposed to hit me that hard. Then he popped me again. Bam! I'm like, okay. Okay, and after that I felt like a wrestler, and I owe him a lot. We had a great feud. We've done some barbed wire matches and thumbtack matches and all kinds of crap. And he's the only sick son of a bitch that I could get to do that stuff with. And he's kind of fizzled out in wrestling for as far as I know. I haven't heard him. He's wrestled in a couple of years, actually. But I consider him one of my mentors and one of the people that actually helped me learn the business a little bit. And I've literally, as far as I hate using the word hardcore because it's so cliche, but I've kind of stepped up and taken his place as far as the maniac that's willing to just do anything to himself to get a match over.
Hey,